Well, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Exhibition Stallion interviews. And today we have special guests Shea, Birrer, Pauw, and we also have Keanu Pauw. They're joining us today from the Idaho Falls area, and they have three stallions that they're going to be talking to us about today. So we got a lot to catch up on. But Shea and Keanu, welcome to the interview on the Exhibition TV.
Thank you for having us.
So I got to start with the weather. It seems to me, I don't know. I saw a post on your social media there of a person who went to do the chores. They looked a little frozen when they were done. Am I right?
Yep, it's been really cold. Really cold.
I drove down to Nampa and came through your neck of the woods just about a year ago, and I tell you that there was coming from Calgary, Alberta, and then making that journey through there. Man, the different landscapes, the amount of snow, like what an incredible drive! You guys are very lucky to be living where you are.
It's very beautiful here.
Definitely glad to have grown up around here.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I understand is that you were born there, and you could say you were raised there, but Shay, you've moved all around, and Keanu, you've come over from Europe. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Belgium.
Coming from Belgium, and so did you participate in reining? Just out of curiosity, the majority of people who follow our channel are in the reining world. Was that your specialty there as well?
Yes, I started riding reining when I was a kid.
Well, awesome. Well, hey, we're here to talk about some horses today. And so you have very generously supported our stallion auction with the likes of Hey Joe, a 2013 buckskin out of Smart Spook, and the mare Best Stop. Uh, we've also got What a Wave, a 2008 sorrel out of Tidal Wave Jack, and What a Sunrise. And then this one is, I'm going to tell you, it's my favorite because everything we do at the exhibition focuses around the X. You've got Excalibur, got a double X in there. It's a 2008 Palomino by Mr. Snapple and Tibio's Little Dunnett. So, who should we talk about first?
Probably wave.
Wave is the man. So, when did you come to own and be responsible for What a Wave, or Wave as you call them?
End of 2014. He got here, so my parents went to the NRHA Derby in 2014. They wanted to buy a horse, and What a Wave was for sale. And they didn't even blink twice, and we purchased him, and he came back to Europe. So
That's incredible. So I'm guessing, like, if you didn't hesitate, there's probably some characteristics there that were just like, this is the man. What were some of those things that your parents were excited about?
just how sweet and how willing and kind he is. Just even if you're not on him, just being in him in the stall, he's so sweet, so nice. It's just an awesome horse to be around.
Well, that's fantastic, and so I mean, I feel like he's having a lot of success. So there's a lot of mare owners that have been interested in this guy, aren't there?
Yes, there's been quite a few. There's been quite a few.
So, what are some of the matches that you've seen that have been showing a lot of promise and have had some success?
Definitely Wismer's shining spark because he is so well-minded, so willing, so sweet and kind. So if you got a little bit of a hotter horse or a stubborn horse and you cross him with him, it's a really good cross. He's also pretty old school, not really popular bloodline, so you can almost cross him with anything there is. So he's
Wow.
kind of an open book that way, and he's just really nice. And I'm very excited to have his first full crop this year in the United States. So it's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. Well, that's great. Well, we couldn't be more excited to have him be a part of course, our stallion auction and therefore be nominated into our program. Are there other programs as well that he's a part of?
The NRBC, NARS, and I'm gonna ask for some help. Shay?
He's NRBC, SNARS, the All Star Stakes, the
Yep.
Arizona Reining Horse Association, and your guys' exhibition.
And now the exhibition. Well, with a
Oh,
lot of the
NRHA
people
Siren
who,
Dam.
I'm sorry, I missed that part, Shay.
I said, oh, and NRHA Siren Dam.
Of course, in the NRHA as well. Yeah, it's something that we've kind of learned as far as you know by being involved in so many other programs, and there's that opportunity now, whether the Canadian wins the auction, and we figure that out as an option, or if there's someone in your area who wins it, and now it's going to be a sale prospect here in Canada, and hopefully if somebody in Canada purchases it and then they decide to move on with those other programs. So that intermingling of the nominations and all the programs, we're starting to appreciate that it's an important part of the process. And we hope that it can help you guys out, but we know for sure you guys are helping us out. So for the people watching here today, hopefully they've already had Excalibur on the radar. And if they haven't, then what's going to be the best place for them to find out additional information that they might have for Excalibur? Oh, I'm sorry, you were talking about what away. My bad. I told you I loved Excalibur.
Yeah, Excalibur's got a pretty decent Facebook page with a lot of info. We're actually building a website right now too for El Picadero Stallions.
Okay.
So that should be up and running pretty soon as well. But you can either go to El Picadero Performance Horses Facebook page or Instagram. And you can also ask us questions, call us. We got posters with information, contact info. Um, Pretty much you can find them anywhere online. Rainer's Suite's pretty good for a lot of info for Rainers. Most of them have most of their results pretty Googleable.
Yeah. No, and that's what I find. Like the people who are mare owners, they're very savvy and they're going to get online and they're going to find out the information that they need. So for your stallions, there, all three of them. Now they are standing, if I'm not mistaken. They are standing together, and that is at the Wind River Arena near Rigby, Idaho. Is that
Correct.
correct?
It's the address is Rigby, Idaho, but it's definitely closer to Ryrie, which is the town. It's pretty small. They're like right next to each other. It's not even a block away from Ryrie center of town.
Okay. And so all three of them are there. And I was on the website there, and of course I learned that they're located less than 100 miles from Yellowstone National Park, 12 miles
Yeah.
from Idaho Falls, 70 miles from Jackson, Wyoming. So as I said earlier, beautiful country. Um,
Yeah.
so being so close to Yellowstone and the whole Yellowstone effect, are you guys living that through your life experience right now?
Definitely, I would say so. So, my father runs cows in this area, so we get to go on adventures sometimes, things like that. We do a lot of random fun things out here in Idaho just cause. So, sometimes our reiners get to do more outdoorsy fun stuff than they normally would in the show pen, and they definitely enjoy doing something new too.
Yeah, that's so exciting. Well, I I look forward to the next time I'm passing by your parts to pay a little more close attention. Maybe stop in and because when I was doing the search, of course, with the Wind River Arena, they teased me. They came up with what looked like a martini glass. So I don't know if there's a place to have a drink when you're at the Wind River Arena, but that's what I
I
saw.
don't think
I
so.
didn't. I wasn't sure, but I thought, well, it sold me, so maybe a little false advertising by Apple. It's not their fault, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Let's talk about Hey Joe. Your 2013 stud. What can you tell us about Hey Joe?
Very athletic horse. It just well built, pretty looking horse. If you would ask me what would be one of the most athletic built horses there is in general, I would probably say Hey Joe.
Yeah.
Just his build is, in my opinion, phenomenal. Really nice horse, very willing. He got started and shown by Jason. He did good in the futurity, top 10 in the futurity. He was top 5 at the NRBC and the NRHA Derby. And the NRBC, he had a 227, so that's pretty good score.
Yeah.
So very phenomenal horse. Then Martin Lecomte also showed him. He won the senior, so the AQHA Senior World Championship show on him. So he's done some really good stuff. And I got the chance to take him last year to the futurity and show him the rookie one, and I got reserve champion there. So just an awesome horse.
Yeah, I love hearing about stallions that multi riders, and because is it going to be a good fit? And it sounds like he's pretty dynamic as far as the fit for the rider.
Yes.
Yeah,
It helps when they're willing.
Yes.
yeah. I've been. We recently did a podcast interview with Casey O'Rourke, and the word that came into my mind that I hadn't heard before was like not just willing but wanting. Does that sound like Hey Joe
Yes.
fits into that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Hadro and Wave are both big time willing, wanting horses.
Yeah. That's great. So then, also under the ownership of Al Picadero, how did that come about? What was that process for you folks?
For Hajo,
Yeah,
Yes.
or
for Hey Joe. Yeah.
so we bought him. So he went also to Europe. So we bought him in Europe. I think we bought him from Roseanne Sternberg, if I have that correct. So Sterling Ranch.
Hmm.
We bought him from her. So it was actually we bought the horse for my dad. So he went to ride the horse. He really liked him. So we bought him. Then he showed a little bit in Europe, and then he went straight to America in 2023. And now we're here, and I'm showing him and just having a blast.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like day in the life of Shea and Keanu was pretty cool being around such great horses,
We're
such
definitely
talent.
blessed, that's for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Well, we didn't really talk much about Excalibur, and sort of, we touched briefly, but what are some of the qualities and characteristics of him?
Excalibur, he's very well built too. Very nice horse. Also pretty willing, very nice. He's just very pretty horse too. I like him. It's very exciting. I got a 2 year old West filly from him, so that's very exciting stuff. I started her earlier, so end of last year I started her, so it's going to be exciting stuff. Excited to get her in the show pen and see what she has because she's awesome horse. I really love her.
Wow.
I think
Uh,
Excalibur is definitely like the biggest, like, he's officially the pet, if that makes sense. He's like semi-retired, not quite retired. So he does a lot of like trail riding. He does occasional shows with his mom, and
Yep.
he loves his mom. That is like his person. He loves her. He's a super smart horse. Um, he just kind of has like he can do both ends no matter what it is. He was ridden as mostly a non-pro horse, but he definitely has the physical capability to be more of an open horse.
mhm.
He has both ends. He's got big reach, big movement, or he comes down and sometimes he acts like a little Western pleasure horse peanut roller.
Uh, that sounds so much fun, and you love hearing about the playfulness of these guys, and because so
Yeah.
often you can then see that the non pros are out there. They're you say he's going to be like a puppy dog, like that's going to be a good
Yes.
mix,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
that's great. Um, yeah, so as far as like we talked about the good matches with Wave, but for Hey Joe and for Excalibur, what have you found to be really good matches there?
Well, hey Joe, definitely Shining Spark mares, Whiz mares, because he's smart, spook, very just very calm minded. He's very nice horse. So if you have a horse that's a little bit more hot or a little bit more stubborn, I think you can't go wrong with that. And for Excalibur, I really like the Wiz filly that I have from him, so I would definitely say Wiz fillies. Also, pretty old school bloodline, so also can't go wrong with him. That's kind of a nice thing about definitely Wave and Excalibur. Those bloodlines you don't see them very often. It's pretty awesome to cross them with other horses that are like a gunner, for instance. You see those a lot, so it's very nice to have a little bit other bloodlines.
Well, and it seems like more and more the conversation tends towards, the horse's capabilities and some of the other disciplines with the excitement that's happening within the roping world and other Western disciplines. So is that something that you've noticed as well?
Yes. So I did a lot of like rodeo, high school rodeo, a little bit of college rodeo and stuff like that. And I would say by far, these three studs would top most rope horse stallions and stuff like that any day of the week. And that's just because they've got the physical ability and the willingness for about anything. The hind end control that makes really good rope horses with the big stops and stuff like that. But also, they still got the speed to them. They've still got that reach that a lot of them end up missing. And these guys don't miss that. Um, but it's nice to have a horse that actually likes and enjoys to do its job. And a lot of cowboy, ranch, other horses, they don't really like their job. That's not all of them,
No,
obviously, but
no. Yeah. That's fabulous. So for the winning bidder, or for those who are interested, they're not the winning bidder, but they're like, hey, we want to be able to now breed to one of these guys. What's that process going to look like? What are the options that are available?
So the easiest way to do it 9 times out of 10 is to shoot me an email or call us. You can still message us on other social media platforms, but we just respond better to email and calls. But that process is usually pretty simple. You let me know you're interested, which stud you're interested in. I shoot you a contract. You see the contract, you can fill it out, and then it's your booking fee that is paid with your contract, and your booking fee is I think it's 500, and then with that is the studs fee that's added to it. But that does not have to be paid with your contract for it to be on the books. But once it is on the books, you're good to go. We will not ship semen or collect semen until after all the other fees are paid. So pretty much in general, your shipping is usually 350. If you have to go by air cargo or something further, it's 500. For Canadian stuff, we have a little bit different rates for it because you have to do some of your USDA processing and stuff like that. So we just kind of case by case that one. And then for like anything else, we're really flexible, good to work with. Ordering semen, we collect Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and it's you have to request it the day before. Um, we're pretty good about things. We get things pretty straightforward, pretty fast. We've had good luck with all of it. All of our studs have got great semen quality, so you don't have to worry too much about losing potency or anything like that. Um, I don't know. Anything else you can think of you need to know? It's pretty
Yeah.
simple.
No, I mean, I'm guessing too, like with the fact that you're representing the three, it's just you're doing it
Yeah.
more often. You're experiencing all
Yeah,
the
it gets a lot smoother when you got more of them to work with.
yeah.
That's for
Um,
sure.
and we try to be accommodating with whatever we can, whenever we can, but
Yeah.
it's usually pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Well, no, that sounds just wonderful. Well, I'm going to take the opportunity to say thank you again for supporting our
Absolutely.
program. We are trying very hard up here in Canada to create something that's really special, and it takes the
Amazing.
support of that entire community, and for you guys stepping up in a big way. I hope that people are watching this and learning more about your guys, and the way that we help you of course, is lots of different ways. We're going to be so proud to have the posters that we create to hang in the arena during our events. We're very much a
Awesome.
media-based company, so on our live stream, on our website, through our social media channels, we will be doing everything that we possibly can to support you guys in the work that you're doing. So thank you so much. I hope that we have some lucky winners on the auction, and we'll be in touch with you shortly, and then more and
Yep,
more people beyond that throughout the rest of the year. So thank you for joining us today, and thank you.
Thank you for
absolutely.
having us.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. It's definitely out of our comfort zone, but we're glad
Yes.
we did
Well, I'm
it.
so glad you did. This is we that what you may not know about me, because a lot of people do, is that we got into this work out of the hockey world, if you can believe it.
Oh
And so,
wow,
yeah,
Okay.
we
that's
were not
cool.
not in the horse business, and we took our media and our video skills, and we came to know the community. Um, and the beauty of it is when we produce our own shows or we have interviews, is that if I come across being a little bit horse dumb, it's because I am. but I'm not afraid to ask the question that someone's like,
Yeah.
I was afraid to say that. Like, oh, I'll ask. So if people are so gracious like yourselves, so thank you again, and we look forward to following everything that's happening there. We'll be in touch. And thank you again, and thank you for joining us today.
See ya. Thank
See ya.
you.
Bye.
Bye now.